This is a public announcement. You, yes you, what's that you're eating? It looks lovely.
Hutton Orbital. No, it's supposed to look like that.
This is a dangerous time for Hutton. Exhausted commanders are returning from ECM, and tired people forget things. Things like maybe requesting permission to dock, forgetting to slow down for their docking computer to take over, or even forgetting that they have to stay awake. Maintenance crews are on the case with some old bangers they found lying around and have got running again. They don't have FSDs now. Those all went to mug production, but they can get around outside, and no one cares if they get a bit bashed. With some old SRV tyres tied to the outside, they make the perfect tugs, and have been deployed to gently shepherd sleepy commanders over to a holding area where they can have a lovely nap before docking properly. The fast-moving ships are intercepted and nudged away with a tug attached via a long rope to act as a pendulum and keep the somnambulant spacefarer going in a loop until their fuel runs out and they can be recovered safely. Although waking to a starscape spiraling past at some speed can cause panic and not an insubstantial degree of vomiting and imbulbitation. Most are able to get landed safely before dozing off, though, and either head home under their own steam or are loaded onto a gurney and collected by Dreamy Time escorts, to be taken to the state-of-the-art sleep center for a bit of a kip. Hutton Radio presenters can afford no such luxury, however. These stalwarts of space broadcasting sleepwalk their way to the studio using the guardrails like bumpers on a bowling alley to get them to the studio. They file in like a middle-aged, apathetic zombie invasion and head for their seats, pausing only to notice Amelia Hawke and the apology officer excitedly gesturing and shouting things. Those two never actually went to ECM, and so have been waiting on the others to get back in the hopes of receiving a stick of rock or a straw donkey as a gift. Whatever it is can wait. The presenters collapse into their chairs, or rather collapse where their chairs should be, but they're not, so everyone just falls on the floor. Startled into lucidity, the presenters look around them and take in the unfamiliar surroundings for the first time. Everything's so clean and spacey. The excited babbling of Amelia and Mia comes into focus.
What do you think of the new squadron carrier? Isn't it great?
I have a new chair, and it spins round, and it doesn't even squeak or anything.
And all the food dispensers work, and when you buy a hot dog, it actually looks like a real hot dog.
And it doesn't smell like cabbage water. Well, not much anyway.
And the plumbing works. Yay!
Did you get us that stick of rock then?
Summoning up his last reserves of energy, a presenter lifts their head, tries to focus their thoughts, and says,
Our bikes are alive. And I pressed the wrong button straight away.
Seamless.
Seamless!
Well, I don't know, really. I mean, you can't leave them alone for 5 minutes without buying a squadron carrier. Welcome to tonight's show, everyone. I'm Sandy Crevice, and I'm shattered.
I'm Wilma Fingerdoo. I'm wondering who I should give this 25 billion credit invoice to.
I'm Mia Harkness, and I changed the briefing room door sign to say debriefing. Now everyone's in there with no pants on.
I'm Normus Knockers, and I need a cup of cocoa and my holo telly.
I'm Hugh Pratt, and ECM has left me feeling a little hoarse.
That's a Shetland pony.
She's called Bunty.
I'm Mike Rochburns, and I heard some great words this week when the haulers were packed off after ECM. Jebend. That's a good one. Oh, and motherfucker.
Yeah, let's get on with the headlines, shall we? Quickly. Pilots Federation issues carpool license.
Remote rest and recovery for Commander Vintigan.
Somewhere between Hutton Orbital and a lead-lined laundry basket, pants are plotting.
Cargo Bay 2 completely crammed with a collection of cast-off clobber.
Taran's tritium-totting truck takes a triumphant trip through the troposphere.
And I wade through the murky morass that is this week's BGS.
I have genuinely forgotten what the next button is, so I'm going to press this one.
Seamless.
Yay!
Following licensing from the Pilots Federation on Tuesday, that thanks to generous truckers across the bubble and beyond, Hutton has taken delivery of a new squadron fleet carrier. What you might not know is that this allows us to run a car, or rather ship pool, where anyone can donate ships to their squadron mates to use. But for all you new I'll read that again. But before all you new commanders get jammed into the briefing room door, it's worth noting that there are some limitations. Donated ships cannot have any engineered modules and cannot have any tech broker enhanced bits either. So if you were hoping to jump into a state-of-the-art Federal Corvette and start clearing Hazres sites, then you may have to manage your expectations. A lot. What it does do is let new commanders borrow a Type 9 and get stuck into those community goals. Take first steps into exploration in a ship built by someone who knows what they're doing. Take a tanker out for a shift as a full fuel rat, or explore derelict surface bases with some degree of security. So, if you have a dusty old Asp Explorer sitting around like a bookmark, a Type 9 which has been mothballed since you got your Panther Clipper, or even a Dolphin which could be put to good use hauling rare goods, then why not give it a second life in the Hutton carpool? We will even hang a magic tree in the lavvy to cover up the smell. Oh, no Diamondback Scouts, please. We know how it's funny, but Hutton has a reputation to think of.
Following last weekend's ECM, Commander Vintigan has been referred to as the Santorium in Tau Ceti, owned and operated by the Sublime Order of Van Maanen Star, better known as, to truckers at, the Mad Monks. I should put my teeth in. Although the prospect Although the prospect of communicating with nature, contemplating one's navel and chanting Om for 8 hours straight were initially appealing, it took an effort of will to hand over his comm unit and data slate, thereby casting himself adrift, rudderless on the ether of the interstellar data highway. Along with the other guests, he was taken on a short woodland walk which brought a group of field of newly mown grass. The smells and sights and sounds of nature. The birds singing in the trees, the playful whisper in the warm summer breeze. He thought a nice head massage and a cup of herbal tea would be just the thing to get this retreat underway, he thought. Well, the thing is, the monks really aren't into that kind of thing. You'd think they would be, but they are so over it. Nowadays, it's all about spirituality through hard work, praise through pain, enlightenment through being chased around a big field at 5 a.m. by an angry man with a big stick. The vibe is less boutique and more boot up the arse these days. After doing PE in their pants for 3 hours, the group are led to a big pile of logs in the corner of the field and told to start building a shelter for themselves.
Best get it built before the acid rain comes on,
says Brother Egaloo Ranchfish.
And before you ask, I don't know when that will be, but those clouds look very dark,
he said with a smirk, and that's when the panic set in. What with all the screaming and shouting and reclamations of blaming, not to mention the crying, it's hard work to keep track of everything, but will you keep us posted on developments? Oops, shall I read that paragraph again?
Carry on.
Hard to keep track of everything, but we will keep you posted on developments, as we are looking out for our luxuriously appointed heavily camouflaged hide in the wood annexed next door. Cockwomble, there's another good one.
Calm and carry.
Flossy!
Waiting for the bongs, I didn't hear them.
Sorry.
In a twist of fate so statistically improbable, it makes finding Raxler while being struck by lightning seem pedestrian. Commander Rampage has once again emerged victorious in the great ECM galactic raffle of questionable relics. The prize? The pants. Yes, those pants. The reinforced Girl Guide attack-proof gusset edition. Now whispering sweet nothings and ominous prophecies in Rampage's ear. The odds of winning them twice? Roughly 40,000 to 1, which coincidentally is also the number of times the pants have muttered the name Hanky in their sleep. Rampage, understandably twitchy, suspects foul play. It's Hanky, he declared, eyes darting like a gin-fueled commander avoiding interdiction. Him and the 10th Fleet. They're behind all this. I can smell this conspiracy. And it smells like... well, I can't smell anything except these pants. The pants, once a humble garment designed to withstand the wrath of rogue girl guides and overly enthusiastic campfire sing-alongs, have begun exhibiting signs of sentience. They've developed a taste for dramatic monologues, often delivered at inconvenient moments, such as mid-diplomatic negotiations or while Rampage is trying to order a sandwich. Recent utterances include, Hanky knows what he did. The gusset remembers. We were forged in polyester and vengeance. The 10th Fleet have issued a statement congratulating Hanky for his involvement. Sources confirm several officers were seen giggling behind tactical maps and passing around embroidered patches that read Operation Trouser Trough. Meanwhile, Hanky remains elusive and refuses to comment, last seen collecting his 10th Fleet ID pass from lost property. Coincidence? Rampage thinks not.
After successfully hosting ECM 2025, the galaxy's premier event for anti-missile enthusiasts, Hutton Orbital has an unexpected lost property problem. Having swept the venue for misplaced and unclaimed items before heading back, the resulting pile quickly overflowed its original box, then the table, and eventually the overwhelming majority of Cargo Bay 2, substantially hampering the regular operation of the new fleet carrier. On top of that, something in the pile is producing a potent aroma which has attracted a large number of Momus bog spaniels. This is further straining ship resources, as keeping them at bay is taking a significant number of personnel. To that end, we would kindly ask that everyone retrieve their possessions as soon as possible. The catalogued items include 1 camera lens, 1 left shoe, black, brogue, size 14, 9 brass and mahogany bird cages of various sizes, 1 grand piano, missing a key, 1 piano key, no, not the missing one, a talking dog, a lemon and the kettle it was found in, Commander Hanky's 10th Fleet Pass, some sort of novelty doorknob?
That is not a doorknob.
Would you pass the hand sanitizer? Thank you. Right, further missing items are a collection of documents marked Ship Interior Layouts, Top Secret, 1 reinforced tungsten carbide atomic-powered pencil sharpener with shavings tray, 1 fantastic piano, the missing network capacity from the weekend, 1 battle fleet of ships, slightly clay-stained, a very dusty copy of Love's Labour's 1 by W. Shakespeare, a selection of badges marked with hamsters, a plush greeble labelled Shelley, 1 Nerf gun, 400 weight of assorted jams, strawberry, blueberry, peach, traffic, etc., an HDMI USB dongle, a voodoo doll of Commander Vantian, complete with pins, a box of rapidly defrosting proto-squid calamari, the recipe for cremola foam, 1 camel saddle slightly stained, 7 oxo cubes, a jelly mold, a pair of mittens with string, a mouldy jelly, pair of kittens with string, a Christmas tree, 2-for-1 voucher for tentacle burger at McThargoid's, half a tube of hemorrhoid cream, 3/4 of a tube of Thargoid cream, unclear if it's to treat them or made from them, an Oompa Loompa costume, an Irish setter named Stephen with a PH, a cardboard replica of Nelson's column, interior view, 4 blue ping-pong balls, used, an inflatable banana, wing mirror from an Austin Cambridge, left-hand side, My Left Foot, the musical, on Blu-ray, a 3-bottle tasting box of Blue Nun, Crimson Cardinal, and Pope's Delight, a charging cable for a Nokia 3210, an alarm clock, a jar of pickled onions, some lard, just loose. It's getting on everything. 1 tent peg. Half a pack of woodbines, also containing half a curly-whirly. Presumably someone was interrupted during lunch. A wooden leg and a set of false teeth joined in an unsettling manner. A really mind-blowingly incredible piano. A large number of souvenir mugs. And an uneaten jacket potato, which was originally thought to be what was attracting the bog spaniels, but their interest continued even after it was handed over, so presumably there's something else in there they want. If you recognise any of these items or are missing anything else, please do come and collect your belongings as soon as possible. Otherwise we'll solve one problem with the other and just let the spaniels have the lot.
Commander Taran, retired bounty hunter turned community staple, was granted a special honour this week following the acquisition of the Hutton Orbital Truckers' very own squadron carrier, Alvin's B Ark. The keys to the carrier have only been entrusted to a small number of trusted truckers, ensuring no one is tempted to take it for a joyride after one too many gins. In addition to this sacred trust, Commander Taran was required to obtain his RFHGV license. What the RF stands for is unrepeatable before the watershed. But suffice to say, it references the sheer size of the behemoth in terms that would make even the most seasoned docker blush. The RFHGV test comprises several rigorous elements, including docking safely in orbit around a pulsar, reverse parking into an asteroid field, and, most notoriously, parallel parking between two Type 9s during a live convoy while being heckled over the comms. All tasks must be completed remotely while also physically present on the carrier's bridge, one-handed, holding a mug. As the commander responsible for the safe helming of Alvin's B Ark, Taran's first duty was to ensure the carrier had sufficient fuel for its journey. On his maiden attempt to stock up with tritium, he forgot to close the cargo hatch. Upon arrival, he was greeted by not a full cargo hold of glowing cargo, but the echoing emptiness of space and a faint trail of expensive fuel drifting off into the void. His second attempt was more successful, allowing him to oversee the carrier's inaugural jump from its delivery location in Hoshi to that system of fine provenance, Barnard Star. The jump was smooth, the mugs remained upright, and only one crew member reported mild nausea, which was later attributed to a faulty thermostat in the Azure milk dispenser. The cases of reported nausea were expected to be much higher, however, the carrier bar has not yet opened. With Alvin's B Ark now officially in service, Commander Taran stands ready to lead future expeditions, convoy support missions, and emergency mug deployments. The carrier is expected to become a cornerstone of Hutton operation, assuming no one accidentally jumps it into a permit-locked system or tries to install a hot tub on the bridge. Long may she jump, and may her cargo hatch remain firmly secure. But Taran has admitted to already denting it.
Welcome to the Hutton BGS bit, where we wait for the BGS to fall asleep, then draw a massive pair of eyebrows on it. This week, your booms are in Wolf 359, Wise 1405 plus 5534, Tashital Sector EM-M A7-1, Viscium Sector OT-Q A5-1, LTT 7072, Rigga, and 36 of UG. Wise 0855 0714 has gone bust, and the third and bountiful investment continues in Barnard Star, and this week is cheekily paired with some civil liberty. We are at war with the Amici Gold Travel Group in California Sector, FB-X C1-7. We are narrowly winning a war against LaSalle 8760 Allied Corp in LaSalle 8760. We are also retreating from the ass garage. It was rubbish anyway. There is an election on against 37Z Bootis Resistance in Tumas, 1503 plus 2525. And another election against the Green Party of Wolf 124 this time in HIP 113117. But what does that all mean? It means, if you want to shoot it, then go to California Sector FB-X C1-7 or the Sally 760 and shoot it for Hutton. If you want to truck it, then do so in one of those boom systems or in Barnard Star for maximum profit. And if you want to mission run, then run those missions in 2 mass 1503 plus 2525 or in HIP 113177 to help with the elections. And that's it for this week's Hutton BGS bit.
I survived!
Yay!
I
Seamless.
didn't see a single seam.
No,
Yeah.
no, absolutely seamless.
So who's got the rock?
Yeah, you brought us back a stick of rock from Earth, didn't you?
We bought a load, but
It didn't survive the
Long
journey
Super
home, and I only
Cruise.
lived 20 minutes away, so sorry about that.
but
This is going to be the
I will
Galapagos
say,
turtles all over again, isn't it?
I will say it was really tasty.
Oh, right, that's good. It's good to
Thanks.
know it wasn't rubbish.
That's great.
You swine.
Like
Oh,
that's
dear.
news.
Yeah, that's true. I've got a question for you. Was there a Frontier live stream this week?
Is it the last Wednesday of the month?
No,
it's
it is
a Thursday.
not.
Well, then there's probably no
Oh, okay.
Frontier live stream.
Okay,
So I
then.
guess in that case, there's nothing frontiery to talk about. Nothing's changed in the galaxy anywhere.
It's all pretty
Well, there
pedestrian.
was a video, wasn't there?
Was there?
There
Which
was
may have been screened last week.
Oh yeah. Oh, is that the? You're not thinking of the one where they all turned up at ECM, are you?
the
Yes,
decal
yes, I
reveal.
am. Yes, exactly.
I
I've
heard some
got
sort
some-
of cat crash the people on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah. You know that wasn't really them, don't you?
No, don't be ridiculous. It was genuine.
Oh, okay then. Right. Okay, I'll take your word for it then.
Yeah, for anybody out there listening who's waiting for their ECM decal, we have the decal codes to give out, and we have the list of people to give them out to, and they are both in the possession of somebody who is currently sitting in a field with a truly obscene amount of wine and books and no internet. So, as soon as
Volumetrically, it's
David
more
gets
wine than
back-
books.
yep, and they're
I
chunky
don't think-
books.
I think they took the wine away from him in day one.
Well, when they're using wine boxes as bookends, that's
Yes.
plural.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He's
think
gonna
the monks.
have a good few days.
I think the monks might have taken that wine away.
Yeah, possibly. Well, it was possibly the holy fortified wine as well. So
Yes.
that's
Yes.
scary. But yeah, they have not been forgotten. They are in progress. They're not something you need to claim or request. They will be emailed out probably this time next week, give or take.
Yeah.
So watch this space. If they don't turn up next week, we'll have an update for you as to why not. I promise. And I totally didn't have my fingers crossed as I promised.
But they will turn up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fine.
More reliably than the rock we brought you.
Yeah, well, it's not exactly edible, is it?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Right, okay.
I
Ah,
like
dear.
rocks.
What was that?
I like rocks.
You like rocks. You like breaking it, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
So nothing else has changed in the galaxy. No updates, no changes, no server
Yes.
downtimes, nothing like that. That's right, isn't it?
Apart from Vanguard, you mean?
Well, we had to guard the van because there was like 10 grand's worth of kit in it for all the audio stuff and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. And Little Grey was hanging about learning new swear words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all I go for now, you know.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's the only reason to go. Right?
Actually, the most memorable moment for me of loading the van was when I tried to step over one of the flight cases and found it was wider than, shall we say, wider than comfortable to step over.
Oh dear.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Did you have to be helped away?
My
No, there
takeaway
was a bit of
moment
a
from the
squeak that
whole
made several people look around.
My takeaway moment was watching Jude of Beetle Spoon and Water Jude fame go very pink during Dockers. I didn't know people could go that shade of pink. That was amazing.
Jude's got a whole set of pastels for going that colour. She had to recolour herself 3 times during that script.
Oh dear.
That was so funny.
Yes.
But someone tell me about the squadrons, because I have just been faffing about with the CG. I ignored squadrons completely. Why is 600 significant?
The squadron limit has traditionally always been 500, which we've been at for quite a few years, with no space for new recruits, which is a little unfortunate for the people that want to join up. So we've been regularly culling the people who just aren't around anymore for whatever reason and didn't say where they were going and that kind of thing, to try and keep a trickle of new blood in. But in the run-up to Vanguards, they showed a couple of screenshots where the number of people in the squadron was over 500. And then they released it, and the limit was still 500. They are aware of this. It is a bug. It is unintentional, and it will be going up to 600 real soon. TM.
TM, yes.
Probably in tomorrow's update, I guess.
Oh, is there another update
possibly.
tomorrow?
Yeah, there was one this morning where they've, they've opened up a couple more services on the carrier, so we'll be able to get a few more people in there.
Oh, good.
And they've paused the squadron perk of cargo insurance, apparently pending investigation of it causing crashes. Now, when somebody stops offering insurance because people are crashing, this sounds to me like somebody's found a way of pulling a fast one. Honest, Governor, it's full of CMM composite.
Are you sure it's that kind of crash?
Well, if it's a bunch of truckers, what do you think?
I mean, that was my first thought, obviously, but you need to explore all possibilities.
Yeah, so that they're investigating some insurance fraud, and once they get that sorted out, it'll be back.
So, what services do we know? What services have opened up on the carrier?
Wonders has got a special takeout.
Nice. A takeout?
Just don't ask what you have to take out.
Okay, yes.
So far,
in as well.
the only one I've seen that's actively working is the shipyard.
I saw the shipyard, I saw that yesterday.
So you can buy ships there.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool for all your truckering needs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does that mean we have to choose which ships are stocked? Or do we just stock all of them?
Well, you donate them, I think. So you
no,
rather
separate thing. The shipyard is a purchase job. You can buy ships there as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it has a shipyard and outfitting in the same way. In fact, it even comes with it in the same way that a normal fleet carrier does. In addition to that, you can also, in place of having a market, it has a squadron bank. And as well as credits, you can also put a ship into the bank, which is separate.
I've been trying to do that for 2 days, and he keeps telling me I've got tech broker modules on my ship, and I haven't.
You can put credits in from anywhere, or take them out according to your rank and capabilities and permissions.
Yes.
You can deposit a ship from anywhere by transferring it to the carrier. So the transfer of ships mechanic works, and you have to pay for it to be shipped over there.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to deposit or withdraw physical objects other than ships, so commodities and stuff like that, you need to be at the carrier.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense when you think about it.
Yeah, because that's where it's all kept.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be... I can't see a separate category for modules as such, but it does have ships, which presumably come with the modules that were in them, and it's also got commodities and Odyssey assets.
Oh, that's good.
So the question
limited use to donating modules because you can't donate engineered ones.
Yes.
Question from Belwyn Darkstar is, will you be able to donate a standard ship to a squad carrier to be a loaner ship? I think yes, but you haven't got the guarantee it's coming back.
Yes, when somebody takes it out of the loaners, it becomes theirs. Now, if they're playing nice, they will give it back when they're finished with it.
Yes.
But if they go away and sell it, they get the credits.
Okay.
So it is a donation rather than a loan, because you may never see it again if,
yes, that
if
makes
somebody
sense.
behaves a little bit untrucklery and never returns it.
Mm-hmm. Which, yeah, I wondered about that. I wondered how they would be recovered. So, yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, we're hoping to get it stocked with a reasonable variety of shops. People have already donated quite an offensive amount of cash to it, so we can buy some ships for it as well. And do it that
I've
way,
got loads of old ships that I can throw in there. You know, just stuff that you have that have lying about. You know, and stuff that I bought for. You know, maybe like bought it for a CG or something like that, but never used it after. And you kind of think,
but it's basically got to be a ship that somebody that had just started the game and was given a wad of cash could walk up and buy.
Yes.
So nothing tech broker, nothing engineered, nothing that you need to unlock.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing Thargoidy, nothing experimental.
Yes.
Nothing that you needed to buy with arcs.
Yeah. So, because I tried putting a Banter clipper in that wouldn't let me, because you've got to buy it with arcs at the moment.
Also nothing rank unlocked. So Imperial Cutter, Imperial Clipper were also no-nos.
Oh, okay, yeah. And that'll be none of the no Federal Corvettes or anything then.
And I imagine not the Clipper.
Yes, correct.
Because otherwise you are paying physical money to somebody else in-game.
Oh, sorry. Which Clipper do you mean?
Panther.
Yes.
Clipper.
Well,
the Panther Clipper, you're not allowed that.
Yes and no, because you won't be able to donate your pre-built one, but when you buy the pre-built, you also get shipyard access. So in theory, you could pay the 300 million or credits to buy one.
It won't let you donate it because it's only available
still
for
early
apps.
release, so it's not. Yeah.
But does that mean you can donate a Corsair, a Cobra Mark V, and so on?
If they're available now
once they're on
credits.
general sale, yes.
And withdrawal if you don't have Odyssey?
Nope.
Good question.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Get Odyssey.
I think
Yes, that's right. That's exactly the right answer. From if you don't have Odyssey, buy Odyssey.
Odyssey is regularly on sale from.
Not expensive.
Some people still don't.
Okay.
Odyssey is regularly on sale on Steam or on Frontier for literally a $5.
Yeah.
And it is so worth it. So worth it.
Unless you use VR.
Unless you use VR, yes.
Yeah, still worth it though, because you get the new cool ships.
That's true.
Well, it does. Odyssey does work in VR if you're flying the ship.
It really does.
Yeah, it's when you're at a ship.
If you're in a ship,
just don't land. Just don't
never
get out.
leave. just don't ever get out of it.
So that's quite good then. So there's a lot going on there, and I think there's a lot that people haven't really get into yet because it's only been a couple of days. So
yeah, and as was mentioned briefly earlier, there is another server outage tomorrow morning while I put out another server update.
Yes.
So we'll have some more patches then.
And more shadows,
nice.
Maybe.
Honestly, I think it's really great the speed with which they patch the issues when they bring out. I mean, this is a big freaking update.
Yeah, I did notice that when I landed a couple of places. The hangar was really dark. In fact, it was on the carrier. It was when I landed on the carrier. The hangar was really dark.
That started on the update before last. So and people are bringing it up on the forums.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Have they fixed the overzealous power police yet in this morning's update?
Ooh.
Obviously not. Okay, if you are a member of a power faction, be careful around anybody's squad carrier, because in the same way as around stations when they were first released in Powerplay 2.0, the power police are killing on sight if you're not in their power.
Wow.
Yeah. On the very first night it was out, a certain Wotherspoon got wiped.
Whacked, I think is the term.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It wasn't a sidewinder,
I appear to be
as I
getting shot
understand.
at. Oh, I appear to be dying. Oh, I appear to be dead.
Good grief.
Potentially related. Don't skip
bother.
on your shield. Don't skip on your hull reinforcements. Like, actually make your ship not made of papier-mâché.
Yeah, but some of us don't fly combat ships.
Yeah.
Some of us aren't in
don't
any
join
power.
a power. Yes. If you don't fly a combat ship, don't join a power.
So if you're not in a power, it doesn't matter.
No, you're absolutely fine.
No.
Yeah,
Or if you're in the power that the power police prepared to represent.
Yes.
What I mean is more like a reasonable shield and one shield booster should, even if you're not in a combat ship, should be enough at least to escape an arbitrary power force attacking
Not
you.
when you're trying to dock.
Mm-hmm. So apart from the power police, would the station open up at you then?
Nope.
Okay.
Station doesn't join in on either side. But if you start shooting back, who knows? Especially if you hit the station.
And if you shoot back inside the no-fire zone.
Yeah. Which doesn't seem to upset the power police. They'll shoot inside the no-fire zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. One rule for us, one rule for them.
Shall we move on to our next segment?
Yes.
I think we probably should.
Shall we do a space news? And let's see how well I can mess this
Whoa,
Whoa, yeah.
There's something before that.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
little
yes,
before
there is.
that.
You're right. It's an important one.
It's
very important.
The Hutton Orbital, the Hutton run record has been broken. Again.
It's like a broken record, this.
Oh, it's the SCO version. So you won't be surprised to learn that Commander Inner Bushman has now got the time down to, I think it's 16 minutes 11.
Correct.
Dang.
Could you say that again?
16 minutes 11 seconds.
Sorry,
I
16,
I didn't
how many
I
seconds?
didn't quite get that.
No. 16 minutes and 10 seconds and then another 1 second.
Oh, 11. You could have just said.
Yeah, that's what I said. Amelia, help!
How am I supposed to help you? I can't say 11 either.
Sorry, what?
11.
Hang on, just give me a cue in the right moment in the sentence. I'll say it for you.
Yes. So that's the new speed. Hooray!
Oh,
Hey.
Apology officer, we need an apology doing, please.
Oh no! What?
Well, we've had a bit of a double failure. We can't have a horoscope this week.
Oh.
Flossy forgot to write it, and I don't know where the audio is, so we're just not going to do it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm very sorry for those who were waiting for the horoscope. Tough luck.
I forgot to copy and paste it from the main document.
Never mind.
Tough luck. We left it in a hotel in Coventry.
Yes.
I forgot last week as well and the week before, so.
Well, last week we weren't going to do one from the event.
You know what I mean? The show before.
Nay matter.
Right.
Shall I press the space news button?
I have a quick apology. I missed a line off my segment.
Flossy missed a line of a segment.
We have an officer for that.
Yes.
Oh.
She's very, very sorry.
For anybody who
I should
thought
have
I'd missed a
said
bomb.
at the end, remember, in space, no one can hear your trousers plot.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, if
Scroll
we're doing
down
the apology
enough.
section... If we're
Are we
doing
doing
the
an
apology
apology
section... Well, we seem to be, because you're apologising for lots of things, as is your
certainly
job.
appears. Yes.
Well, my printer's still making funny noises in the background occasionally.
Oh, God. Yeah, but we like that noise. That's fine.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't heard it.
It's being cancelled by the noise cancellation system, but sometimes it suddenly judders and leaps to the alert.
It was when you
That's
stopped
probably
talking
why
for a
I've never
while
heard
and
it.
it started ramping up the gain on your microphone. Anyway, I'm going to press this button now.
Keep talking.
Yeah, press a button. Go on.
Press
Seat
the
yourself.
Space news, 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 space news.
I still feel bad for never managing to get the guy I know to do the space news thing. But hey-o,
So you
we've got
should.
one. Yeah. Alrighty. I need to press a thing. Interact. There we go. What have we got first?
3, 2.
Oh, I don't remember.
This morning, the countdown is on to the latest launch of the military's not-so-secret unmanned space
Oh
plane.
yes, this is not secret unmanned space plane.
It does look like a proper space plane. It's like the space shuttles.
It is a proper space plane.
Guess who owns it?
Very nice.
Is it American?
Space Force.
I thought they weren't allowed to use that. I thought they got in trouble for Space Force from this TV program.
No, it was possibly
No,
the logo,
Oh right.
which has been changed. Now has a space plane on it, I think.
That is incredibly
Let's be
phallic.
serious here. It's the Boeing X-37B experimental test vehicle.
Yes.
It's a penis with wings on it.
Pretty much.
Yes. Your point being, it belongs to Space Force, of course it is.
I like it.
Oh,
It's really interesting, actually. It's been flying for years, and there's pretty much always one in space, usually
Yes.
for literally a year or two at a time, just drifting round and round before it gently glides back down to a super secret Air Force base somewhere, touches down, and then another one goes up.
Would that be Nevada, perchance?
Very depending on the weather. But yeah, I think they often land at Edwards.
Oh, yes.
It does. If you scroll down, there's a picture of it, and it does look like a kind of chopped down shuttle.
Oh, it is. It's a dinky little thing. It's much, much smaller than the shuttle.
Which
Yeah.
is why they
mean,
managed to keep it so quiet, because everybody noticed the
It's-
shuttle go up.
Yeah.
Well, not even that. I mean, they've kept it quiet because nobody ever talks about what the missions are. So people like us go, oh, they've launched the X-37B again. Or, oh, an X-37B's landed again. Oh, what was it doing? We don't know.
Don't know.
It was orbiting.
See
Well,
that?
what is it? It's an orbiter.
See that picture of it on the kind of launch pad? What is that big thing round about it? That isn't a casing. Surely it doesn't go up inside that. What does it?
It goes up inside a fairing.
Oh,
They
okay.
have to put it up inside a fairing because it's got wings.
Right.
And if
Yeah, we
you
dropped the wings
don't-
off it.
Well, it doesn't rip the wings off. They generate lift, but in the direction it's facing, lift is sideways.
Yes. Oh dear.
So it kind of messes with the flight path of the rocket if you put wings
right.
through
So
an
you have to
airstream.
put. Yeah, it must be quite dinky after all then.
The space shuttle
it is.
managed
It's-
with wings. Or did it?
Yes, but the space shuttle's engines were massively offset from the centre of mass, if you think about it as well.
yes.
The space shuttle was a
By
freaking
design.
weird descent angle. The space shuttle's direction of travel during powered flight was like 10 or 15 degrees off axis.
Sounds
Yes.
a
And
lot.
it looks like, I mean, can't tell just from the pictures, might
Oh, if you scroll
grab the
down,
video,
you
but
can see-
it looks like this launches vertically inside its
Yes.
Yes.
saber,
Yep.
essentially.
Actually, see if you
whereas it
scroll
was
down. If you scroll down to
shuttle
the
did it
third picture,
horizontally.
you can see people next to it.
That is the third picture. Or was the third one? 2, 3.
Yeah.
They do look. Well, that is that a picture of a person? No, that is an actual person, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right
there's a
down at the
person
bottom
through-
by the engine cowling, there is a
Yeah, it's as
person
if they're on the
underneath.
other side of the fairing or something like that.
So he's
Clear
a
plastic or
diddy.
something.
I've
Yeah,
seen bigger
it-
remote control aeroplanes.
Yeah, it would have comfortably fitted in the shuttle main hangar with space to spare. It's a dinky little thing, this.
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah. So it's like a space drone then.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
But we
Goes
don't
up, flies
know
around
what
the world
it
for
does.
maybe 4,000 or 5,000 orbits, then comes back.
Nice.
The prevailing theory is they do materials testing. You know, they've got some material that they want to see how it behaves when exposed to vacuum or space or cold or whatever.
Yes.
So they send it up with lots and lots of samples and then bring it down after 12 months to see how it's coped.
Yeah.
But it's never been confirmed because secret.
And it's never been denied.
Indeed.
It's pretty hard to deny it's there, sat on the runway.
Yeah.
No, you're imagining things.
Yeah, you never saw nothing.
So what?
It's
gone.
It's never been on the honest thing social media, so it can't exist.
Oh gosh, the truth.
No, no getting political.
Shall we do something else now that I've closed it because it doesn't exist?
Let's find another cheery story.
A shady story.
I said cheery story.
Oh, cheery story.
Yeah. That's the 11th time you've done that.
Oh yeah, this next one's a really cheery story.
Yeah. So
Space agency scrapped.
Yeah, they're saying it's scrapped. It's being subsumed.
Isn't that headline very contradictory?
It's being scrapped to cut costs to the taxpayer.
No. The question in my mind is, how is it independent if
it's actually funded?
Yeah.
I suppose it's just the way, they give it money and they go off and do space things.
No, it's the UK's space agency rather than the UK's contribution to the European Space Agency.
Yes.
Which we still are part of, even though we're not in the European Economic Union or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And scrolling down a little, it also says that it'll be absorbed by the Department for Science, Innovation and Technology. So
it's
not being independent as space as a standalone.
I wonder how hard the Department of Science, Innovation and Technology had to work to not be the Department of Science, Health, Innovation and Technology.
Not that hard. They just get an AI to do it.
Yes.
There you go. The merger will see them become part of the DSID.
DSIT.
Catchy.
Yes.
So we still have a space capacity. It's just in a slightly different place. But
we can very proudly state that we are, I think, still the only country in the world that achieved a successful orbital space program and then closed it down and decided not to bother.
Yeah.
In 1960s, we had the Black Arrow, which was a successful orbital rocket.
Oh, I think I've seen one of them in Edinburgh.
Successful is a debatable
National Museum of Scotland.
Well, it made it into orbit. It was a successful orbital rocket. And then we decided it was far too much trouble and not worth the effort, so we stopped.
No, as a piece... Actually, no, I might be getting Blue Streak mixed into this because that whole section...
that was different.
I'll dig out a picture of one and send it to you because there's one in the National Museums of Scotland in Chambers Street in Edinburgh. And it's just in a big hall, standing up, and you can walk around it and look at it. And it's amazing.
Yeah, we were like the third nation to get orbital capability after America and Russia, or Russia and America rather. And yeah, we decided it was far too much trouble and not worth the effort.
Yes, and the Americans would do it for us, so it's fine.
And microgravity messes with brewing tea, so.
Does it? Oh my god!
Well, you can't have proper cakes with the cream tea because the crumbs get into things.
Oh yeah, you can't have crumbs.
As we discovered on the last Space Facts, anything such as little cakes, they have to be small, bite-sized, and covered in gelatin or oil.
Grim. Gelatin-covered cakes.
Well, that's not nice at all.
On that disgusting thought, let's go on to the next one.
Wait a minute, what's in a macaron?
Oh no, save and exit. Withdraw my consent because you annoy me. Scientists find a tiny new moon around Uranus.
Yes, it's called Dangleberry.
Is it actually called Dangleberry, please?
No, it's not called Dangleberry at all.
It's Uranus.
It's called Butthole.
The other moon, the other moons around Sol 7,
Uranus.
shall we say? They're Shakespearean characters. They're Miranda and Ariel, Umbriel, and
Cupid.
Yeah, well,
Titania and
Dangleberry was
Oberon.
the lead character in Love's Labour's 1.
Yes. Fucking Desdemona, and I think there was a Belinda in there.
There is. Yeah, you're right. He's over there.
Yeah. Is it Bianca? Is that what it is? Yes.
And there's an Ophelia, so I suppose you didn't really want to have an Ophelia Dangleberry.
No.
Oh wow.
I'm desperately looking now to see if they've actually called it something.
So this is the image that we originally got.
225U1.
This is the imager from Voyager 2. I'm not surprised they couldn't quite work out how many things there were there with that.
Yeah.
That's. But yes, this is the image. An image of Uranus and many of its moons and rings, including the newfound S/25U1 circled at the top.
I'm loving the images we're getting with all the rings, because we never saw this amount of detail before. It's really nice to get a close-up of Uranus.
He's still...
yeah.
It's my favourite ring. Dear. Shall we depart this one rapidly?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's end the space news.
And we can all go to the planet Dangleberry.
When you don't know where to get more space news, 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 space news.
Have you actually read this?
No, but I noticed it was in the script this week.
It was.
Yes.
So, yes, we
have to wait. We have to wait until we're asked.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Do we have a word of the week?
No.
No, that was last week's.
That's not true, is it?
That's not true, because I only gave him this one like 3 days ago.
Yes.
So, yes, we have a word of the week. It's imbulbitate. Imbulbitate.
And what does that mean?
I would have gone with I'm going to go into the phonetics of it. No, it means to befoul one's breeches, to involuntarily void one's bowels into one's undergarments, as opposed to the voluntary doing so. Extra credit if it happens in public.
And can you use it in a sentence, please?
Probably not. No. Always the professional Gusto the Clown continued to the children's party after dodgy McThargoids caused him to imbutate himself in the parade.
Imbulbitate.
Imbulbitate.
Yes.
That as well.
Also, when you're reading the meaning, you have to read it in a very, oldie worldy posh accent. To filth one's breeches.
Yes.
Yes.
Like I have to read the next section.
One's bowels into one's undergarments.
To be filth one's breeches.
Yep.
To involuntarily void one's bowels into one's undergarments, as opposed to voluntarily doing so. Extra credits if it happens in public.
I love the word befilth.
Beautifully done.
Befilth, yes, it's a good word, isn't it?
I mean, we could have that as a word of the week as well, to be honest.
Yes. I think we've worked out what befilth means. I actually got imbulbitate into the intro as well.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Vomiting and imbulbitating.
I didn't.
Why am I... Have I got a bit in the script randomly down here?
That's your next insult that you've learned.
Yeah. Hey, apology officer.
Yeah.
Yeah, your mum's a bin man.
Your dad sells Avon.
I've got no idea what's going on.
Unfortunately, we do not have headlines this week, but for reasons.
They're broken.
Shh. We work eloquently here at Hutton. We just don't have them this week. Anyway, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Headlines? We've already done them. Wait, what?
Yes.
No,
there's
scrolling across the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you only just noticed they're not there?
Oh, it's not working. I wonder what I've done to that.
and this is why we are so seamless.
We don't know why it is, but we're blaming you for it.
I can't even find the button for seamless anymore.
Seamless.
Seamless.
Oh, there it is.
Seamless. No, that's me.
Oh, and they still let me do the sound for ECM. Shall we go?
No one else would do it.
I think it's time for Space Facts, isn't it? Shall we press the Space Facts button? Are we ready for a boogie?
Yeah. Kind of. They're kind of space theories rather than facts, but you'll see.
Okie dokie, let's go.
Space facts, lots of space facts that are worth what you know they need to know. Being from Hutton straight to your brain. Being from Hutton straight to your brain. Being from Hutton straight to your brain.
Welcome to Space Theories, where we're pushing the causal continuity pedantry to the limit of what's projected to be possible. The topic this week is Krasnikov tubes, those space-conjectured asymmetric constructs which are space-estimated to allow faster-than-light travel without causing a time paradox. To call these facts rather than flapdoodle, humbuggery, flim-flam, or outright amphigory would be a bit of a misrepresentation, though. So, simple numbered points will have to suffice. Number 1. The basic causality respecting idea behind a Krasnikov tube is that it still needs a spacecraft to complete a genuine voyage, but where it alters the space-time structure along its path to establish a warped connection. After doing that, the resulting tube can be used for instantaneous return back to the starting position. This includes the spacecraft itself, anyone aboard it, and any physical samples or recorded data and images taken back. It also involves no travel time passing for observers at the departure point, so the spacecraft could appear to return just a few minutes after departing, carrying mass and information taken from several light years away. This isn't a causal problem at the departure because it still happens after the decision to start the journey, and going back to the arrival point again still takes full time, which keeps causality perfectly satisfied. Number 2. For actual travel away from a home planet, a better use of a Krasnikov tube is achieved by having the spacecraft complete a full round-trip journey, during which a tube is established on the return leg. For an example, destination 4 light years away, and a spacecraft flying close enough to light speed, it would return 8 years later, with a tube for instant travel, where passengers traversing it will arrive at the destination at much the same local time 4 years ago, just as if they were aboard the original spacecraft flying out. Of course, they'll be the full 8 years older when they arrive, having spent it on their home planet rather than flying through space. For reference, passengers who do fly 4 light years through space, considering the Lorentz factor for the time dilation at 99.9% light speed, would experience approximately 65 days of travel. Number 3. While a one-way Krasnikov tube should be theoretically possible, what shouldn't be possible is establishing a double tube for travel each way. Related to this is the problem of trying to create a curved tube, the fragile nature of which is predicted to cause integrity collapse long before any risk of ending up back where it started. But moreover, there has to be some physical phenomenon which prevents parallel lanes each way. This is because they would form a closed time curve, or a CTC. Using the 4 light year example, with the spacecraft creating Tube 1 outbound and Tube 2 while returning, a passenger then could traverse Tube 2 to arrive 4 light years away 4 years ago, then immediately traverse Tube 1 back again to return at a time coordinate 8 years ago. Despite not knowing exactly what, we know that something has to prevent that CTC from occurring, such as a repelling force preventing tube establishment or traversal, or a collapse of one of the tubes. Number 4. Just like all theoretical and proposed ideas for faster-than-light travel, Krasnikov tubes require exotic matter with negative energy density. The negative energy requirement isn't low either. The estimated negative energy to create a tunnel, which is just 1 meter wide and 1 meter long, would require the converted mass of several galaxies. Approximately around a billion galaxies. These sorts of estimates can involve a bit of uncertainty, though, so hopefully future advancements can revise it down a little bit. And that's it.
I'm awake.
Lots of space facts that everyone didn't need to know. Being from Hutton straight to your brain. Being from Hutton straight to your brain. Being from Hutton straight to your brain.
So basically, you're saying they're theoretically possible, but it's not. A bit like trying to walk through a door frame that if you walk through a door frame the correct size, you would refract. Apart from, you'd have to walk through so slowly the universe would have ended by the time you did it.
Not really.
A different sort of theoretically possible. Theoretically possible in the same way as theoretically, due to random Brownian motion or random molecular motion, all of the oxygen in the room that you're currently sitting in could decide that it wants to be in the bottom left corner and you suffocated. It could happen. It's just not very likely.
It's a way. It's a way to. If you imagine the mind of the designer, it's a way to come up with a version of events that doesn't actually break causality.
Right.
Well, does it break special relativity?
A little bit, maybe.
I mean, to be fair, the one thing we can be absolutely 100% certain about with special relativity is it is not entirely correct. Because it can't explain quantum gravity. So.
Yeah.
Or not in the way that we understand. It could be correct,
Well,
we just don't understand the quantum gravity.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It
It's actually
actively
broken
breaks
then.
down. Yeah. It gets to a point where it says, here there be dragons.
Okay.
And it's,
Yeah, I know. Calculations involving gravity tend to use the Newtonian gravity for that aspect of it, and quantum forces for the other parts of it.
Yeah. It falls apart when you get to black holes or quantum scales, or quantum scales for gravity, rather. It predicts the existence of black holes and says, but they can't possibly be anything. We don't know what they are, but they're definitely something. Mathematically, we're fine, but beyond that, Well, yeah, they sound like fun.
How long before they're in the next expansion pack?
Well, we don't have right now. We don't know how Fargoid warping works, so we can see them doing it.
True.
We can see. So you see frameshift anomaly detected. Manual Curvas attempts to say frameshift anomaly detected, but the presence of the frameshift anomaly kind of messes with it a bit. We can see the escaping Fargoids. They have this kind of weird yellow laser energy link to a similar to a. It's similar to a black hole, and it's in how it warps light, but they just disappear into it. Yeah.
Well, they're up to something interesting then.
Yeah, they even leave behind something called a Fargoid wake, which we don't know how to scan. So.
Isn't that where you have a few beers to celebrate the life of a passing Thargoid? A Thargoid wake.
Oh, God.
I'll get me codes.
Sorry, I've already got it for you here.
Thanks.
So for your benefit, because you've probably not used one yet, there is actually a module called a wake scanner, but that's for our frameshift wakes. It doesn't. We don't know how to use Thargoid wakes yet to get any information.
Interesting.
Yeah, wake scanners are fun. They let you follow people through hyperspace.
Oh, I saw there were like wake trails on the map,
Yes.
but it didn't. It just sort of said that those exist, and then moved on with the next bit.
Yeah. Yes. If you have a
there's
scanner
something
fitted,
later.
then you can actually target them, and it'll tell you where they've gone. And better than that, once you've scanned it to say where they've gone, you can use that as your target and follow them.
Oh, that's handy.
I spy
Especially for somebody that you want to have a word with in a quiet
bounty
area of the
hunting
galaxy.
future. Right. It's time for Flossy. Are you ready, Flossy?
Yes, I'm ready.
I'm not sure I am. Let's press this one and see what happens. Oh no, that's meant to be there. We're alright. It's all good.
It's Flossy. It's Flossy. It's Flossy.
It's Flossy.
It's Flossy.
It's really small.
It's Flossy. And the community goes.
Hello, Flossy here with this week's CG News. Following last week's successful CG to deliver computer equipment and vast quantities of Levian brandy, Gooey's beer, Centaurian Mega Gin, Eninar coffee and assorted other beverages to the Village Hotel Coventry Orbital, the in-game trade and bounty hunting CGs have also ended successfully. Defend Trailblazer resupply routes finished just short of Tier 4 at 97.92%. 685,456,591,395 credits were earned by 26,481 contributors. Brewer Corporation calls for Trailblazer resupply. Finished about 3/4 of the way between Tiers 7 and 8. And 1,267,813,201 units were collected by 48,818 contributors. That is the biggest CG there's ever been.
Wow.
Yeah.
By quite a way.
Phil, community manager, posted a short update in the Trade CG forum. I know someone has already mentioned it above, but the rewards for the community goal will be delivered tomorrow. This was our biggest ever community goal and it'll take some time, so no need to worry that you haven't received them yet. They are coming. So all participants with HCG will get the rewards, and anyone 75% or over will get 2 lots of the rewards.
Okay.
Yeah. There are no new CGs this week. I think FD have been busy enough with the Vanguard's update. And that's it for this week's CG News.
Flossy told you what to do.
I managed to get my joystick fixed and actually got a single run of the CG in.
Way.
So I made an obscene amount of money with one shipload.
I did that with a few miles.
Yeah. I got myself into the top 25% on the cargo delivery one, which is good. But I also fired in I did a wee run with the combat one. I only get top 100%, but I did notice it saying if it got above tier 3, you get an extra. I think they were giving you a railgun, and if you got above, if the CG got above tier 3, you get an extra railgun. So I might get a pair of them. We just don't know. Yeah.
And then there's the the engineered cargo racks, which hopefully might become an actual thing we can do to other cargo racks.
Yeah, but they won't fit. They'll bulge out the side because the hull needs to be specially reinforced to squeeze them in. It's like those tunnels you're talking about. I think they're actually just really long bits of elastic, aren't they? You travel out at normal speed and then zap back instantaneously. That's a piece of elastic.
They also need to license the Tetris theme as well. That needs doing.
That was for the van at ECM.
Yeah. I think that's almost on my list of things to try and remember for next year. Like this year, it was a whole load of bottled water.
Yeah, I mean, that van was absolutely unbelievable. There were places where we had to lift the box into the air and hold it out of the way while we slid the one it was going to be sitting next to into place, so that when we dropped it back down to flat on the floor without the curve of the sides of the van, they were pressed against each other and technically probably touching the floor rather than just floating in the air pressed against each other.
As in, like the middle of an arch.
Yeah, there were millimetre clearances involved in packing that van.
Did any of you see Dylan packing the van at the last lathe?
Oh, yeah. He was going for it.
Oh,
wasn't he?
yeah.
Oh, it was like a 3D puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fantastic. That was a full van.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we carry on to our next feature? Would someone care to introduce them?
I think that would be an entirely excellent idea. Tonight we have the dulcet tones of Wotherspoon, who died sadly trying to deliver himself to our carrier, and Beetlejude, who goes funny colours when asked to say rude things on stream. Presenting, for your delectation and delight,
Galnet News Update, 21st of August, 3311.
Try, but I don't think it's loaded.
Yeah, it's working fine.
The Trailblazer colonisation
good.
megaships are
It's
back
working.
in business, with all the commodities for colonisation available at 6 of the Brewer Corporation megaships. The Trailblazer Echo in Minerva does not have a large stock of commodities, but the other 6, in HIP 90578, Oregon, Bletty, 34 Omicron Cephi, Clickis and Ngobe, are carrying a full inventory, including aluminium, steel, titanium and CMM composites. Nearly 50,000 commanders contributed to the resupply effort, hauling more than 1.2 billion tons of cargo to Starlace Station in Minerva. They should be receiving their high-capacity cargo racks at around 11 a.m. tomorrow. Those who collected bounties in and around Minerva will be allocated their pre-engineered railguns at the same time. Meanwhile, there have been reports of insurance fraud that has led to the Cargo Insurance Squadron perk being temporarily suspended. This perk repaid 50% of the purchase price of the cargo in a ship as part of the rebuy process. The exact nature of the fraud is not known, but it seems likely that buying goods from your squadron carrier or fleet carrier at a vastly inflated price might be something to do with it. Perks that have not been suspended that are worth investigating are mining, which gives you 12% better fragment yields, FSD synthesis, which reduces the number of materials you need for each level of jumponium synthesis, and notoriety decay, which helps you forget your criminal past and also reduces any fines and bounties by 100,000 credits every 2 hours. The maximum number of members in each squadron will soon be increased to 600, and Vista Genomics and Pioneer supplies are now available in squadron carriers that have them equipped. A less desirable feature of squadrons is the ability to see where everyone is in the galaxy. If they're in a squadron, you can search for them and see their current system, what ship they're in, and how long it is since they last flew. It's nice to see where your friends are, but it's also a bit creepy being able to spy on members of other squadrons. Also of interest is the massive door to the squadron bank vault, which can be found at the rear of the crew area just behind the lifts to the hangars. Examination of the exterior of this area reveals that the vault opens into space, and that a well-positioned Panther Clipper could easily empty out the vault with a minimum of effort. And Commander Clicker has reported an apparent problem with the profanity filter while trying to name his squadron. There will be a patch update to squadrons tomorrow. Perhaps that's to fix Commander Clicker's problem.
And thank you to Beetlejude and Wotherspoon. It's good to know that they successfully made it back from ECM and that they're still able to broadcast. Their digestion wasn't too badly upset by the food that was served, which was excellent, but quite a lot of it.
Oh, it was good, wasn't it? Good food.
Yeah, but you didn't want to get bumble cropped.
No, those jacket potatoes at lunch were amazing.
Yes.
But did you have lamb chops?
No,
They had
the dinner in the evening was...
It was chicken skewers, yeah.
Chicken's almost a vegetable.
Chicken skewers, burgers, hot dogs, chips and salad. So
all the things I don't really like.
Yeah, very acceptable, very filling, but very simple.
Ordinary. And what happened to that dessert we were supposed to be getting?
I don't think there was anything on the dessert.
No, I don't think there was.
I'm sure.
There was at lunchtime. There was
I didn't
fresh fruit
see.
salad at lunch. At lunchtime there was fresh fruit salad and bits and pieces.
It was in...
Yeah,
no, in the evening,
I'm sure he mentioned the big one.
In the evening, the people at the front of the queue...
Mess.
The people at the front of the queue apparently selected the extra large plate size, the T9 plate size, and fully loaded their cargo bays with contents. So the people in the back 10 or 15 minutes of the queue found that they were out of stock. And the kitchens had to be called to do a resupply run, which caused a slight delay, which wasn't great, but it's on the list of things that's being raised with the hotel for next year. Oh,
I was fully expecting a dessert.
Yes, a dessert would have been nice. On the subject of ECM for next year, I guess we ought to do a bit of an update on that.
I was going to ask, what is the situation on pets?
We are likely to be in the same venue again, but it's not yet decided. We are trying to find a week that we can book it, that all of the key crew are available, particularly Dave, that hotel is available, which means not August, because there is no date in August that works for the hotel and us, which means that we are now looking at July dates and September dates, or at August dates at a different venue. We are actively working to find a date as quickly as we can, hopefully a pet-friendly location if we can, but we'll just have to see what happens. Hey, you could always rent a camper van. And as soon as we have an update, we will be letting people know. As soon as we have a fixed date, we will let people know so that they can reserve the time off at work and things like that. And as soon as we have a definite venue and a guaranteed situation, we will be announcing it so that people can arrange things. But as of now, the news is we're working on it.
Nice.
More news as we have it.
Dear. So what? Is there anything left?
No, I ate it all.
Oh, were you in the front of the queue then, were you?
Well, that's the ridiculous thing, actually. I was literally second in the queue.
Yes.
Because I happened to be standing in the right place when the food arrived. And from there, I started working through various different people in the room for various different reasons and ended up 40 minutes back in the queue.
Oh, no.
And just at the point when they'd run out of chicken but still had a couple of bits of burger left. So I had a couple of bits of burger and chips. Because I couldn't be bothered waiting for the chicken and the hot dogs.
Jeez, that's not good.
So I would have been at the front of the queue, but I wasn't. Because I was too busy doing organisery things.
We tried to be, but people were coming so fast we ended up halfway down the bar.
Yeah. Those crew badges that Dave hands out when you first register for it are really annoying sometimes.
The terrible burden of responsibility.
Yes.
People start expecting you to be helpful.
Oh, no. I don't do that socialising thing. No. No.
Awful.
I'm like Simoof. If you don't get a fuck off out of me at least once, then you haven't actually registered on my attention meter.
Shall we call it to order then, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
And
2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps.
Right then. Well,
actually, that said, the bar was excellent, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Relatively inexpensive and never a big queue.
And that has been a bugbear the last few years, isn't it?
do you want to...
It wasn't. It was cheaper than most hotel bars, Flossy. Trust me on that. It was a third cheaper than last year's bar prices.
The amount that they took was incredible, and so was the amount that has been raised, but more on that in following weeks.
Ooh.
Although, actually, given that there are some of the people involved possibly listening, there was a discreet mention from the staff on the clean-up the next morning that there were a number of empty bottles found in our area of spirits that they don't sell behind the bar. So,
Very mysterious.
Can I just remind anybody that is listening, and can they pass it on to anybody else that they may have obtained any spirits from, that is actually illegal, and you absolutely should not be drinking spirits from your own stock at a bar that sells spirits. So it is extra important that you clear up your empties so you're not seen doing it.
Well, you keep it in your room, of course.
No, just clear up your empties is enough. They don't... Yeah. We can't condone it because it literally is against the law. But that said, if nobody notices and nobody complains, nobody's going to know to complain about it. So just take your empties with you guys, please.
Next time. Lessons learned and all that.
Shall I shout the thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
go on.
Go on.
For the man!
For the
Ugh.
For the mug.
Oh no, it's still going quickly.
Today, super cruising all across the Milky Way. We'll take anything, anytime, anywhere. So shout it out loud like you don't even care. For the bug, yeah, you know just where I'm coming from. For the bug, now everybody sing the Hutton Trucker song. For the bug, yeah, you know just where I'm coming from. For the bug. Now everybody sing the Hutton Trucker song.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the show. Everyone's buggered off now, so why don't you bugger off too?
Seamless.